Quick word before the video starts. This guide is not an amateur guide, it's a practical guide, which means I'm gonna tell you how to use Black Panther effectively in-game. I've played Black Panther for the past 4 days, for at least 6 to 8 hours, and what I can tell is that Black Panther is one of the most underrated characters in the video game. He has a lot of carry potential. So with that being said, let's get back into the video.
I'm gonna always link or show you guys a couple clips from in-game while I'm explaining all of this, and it's gonna be easier to understand in-game. Panther, first of all, he's an assassin, okay? He's not your usual DPS like Punisher, where you can just shoot people and they die. No, he is an assassin. That means you hide from the enemy, you go to their backline, you flank, and then you strike. And then you get out, and you repeat continuously. You do the same thing every single time. Besides, when a team fight happens, which means somebody in your team is calling out the target which is low, what do? Spear, dash. Easy, gotta kill. Either E out or dash out if you need to. Tip number 1. The most important thing about playing this character is you never want to waste your dash. Ever. If you waste your dash, you have no way of regaining it, and it's on a 12-second cooldown. It might change in the future for patch note, which I'm pretty sure it will, because it's really annoying. But for now, it's on a 12-second cooldown. If you lose your dash, the only opportunity for you to get out is either if you have your E, right, like this, if you didn't already use it for a combo, or you're just dead. You can technically use your wall climb to get out, but your wall climb is very slow compared to your dash or your E. Number 1 tip, always save your dash and have it ready for any opportunity. You always want to have your dash up in uptime.
Judge, jury, executioner!
I lost my dash. Okay, next one. When you are at the flank, you don't want to focus targets that are like tanks or DPS first. Well, it depends on the DPS. But most of the time, what I do is I go for the supports. Because the supports are the characters that are keeping up the entire team. If they die or even just not heal, you distract the healers. Their team is not getting any heal right now. The moment you distract their healers, their supports, their team is not getting any healing, and they're not going to be able to keep them up. And your team is going to have an easier time to engage and kill tanks or DPS, or even supports. Doesn't matter. But it's a very good thing to always focus supports at the beginning of the fight.
Got him, I'll kill him all.
The combo I personally always use and find the best is right-click dash. Very similar to Genji from Overwatch, but in this game, if you hit your marker, if you mark people with either your right-click, a spear that you can throw, or you can mark people with your E ability, which is a little twirl you do, and it does quite some damage as well. But you mark them too, right? When you dash people that are marked, you get a dash reset. My dash is back, right? And you can chain those dashes. Let me guys show you what a good chain is. I killed him already, and I have my dash again. Remember tip 1? Always have your dash on uptime. Now, obviously, you can't always hit all your spears, right? But most definitely, you will hit your first spear. What else do? You can do the same thing, but you can also E, and you have a marked again. And then you can either dash out back to your team, or continue your streak. Because by the time by the time you hit your first spear or missed your second spear, your third spear will recharge, and that will give you more chain reactions. But don't forget, Panther, Black Panther, is an assassin, okay? He does not do a lot of group damage. You really just want to focus one target overall, and you want to spam that one target with a lot of abilities, so you can manage to actually kill him.
By the eye of Agamotto, I unleash the Vishanti's power. My aim is true.
Obviously, you want to do that, but there are a lot of times when you can't do that. You just see that, for example, they're low-key. For example, you dash in, right? Get your dash reset. Spear him again, dash in, right? But he got healed, right? He got healed once by the Loki, right? You need to waste another ability. By that time he heals him, he realizes the Panther is gonna kill him. What does he do? He's immortality. This guy is invulnerable now, okay? But you still get your dash reset. That's the thing. Now, what you do in that situation is when you have a mark, you just dash out. And you have a dash again on the uptime. And the moment the immortality, for example, is gone, you can just spear in and finish off the target.
That's pretty bad. That's a hell old. Iron Man is low. Where is Iron Man guy? He's one, I got him. Let's kill Hela. Hela. Hela dead? Oh my.
Now his ult, the last thing you want to look out for that is your ult does a lot of damage. But there's a little tip I can give you guys. If you are comboing currently inside of 6 players, right? And you want to hit them with your ult, do not be like this. Don't ult in between players. Always be in front of players, because your ult has no hitbox on left and right and behind. It has no hitbox. You will not be able to hit them. Always make sure that the enemy is in front of you when you ult. The only time it's gonna hit is when it's in front. And it's, as you can see, it's quite a lot of damage. And then you can kill people like this. Quite easy. This character is all about chaining his dashes. But again, don't forget, he's an assassin. He can get 2 picks, most definitely. But 1 pick you should prioritize. You should always prioritize getting 1 pick and getting out. If you realize that you cannot get that pick, just get out. Don't go for the kill. You baited out a lot of cooldowns by doing all of this distraction. You're baiting out so many cooldowns from the sports because they're panicking. They're seeing a Panther. Oh my god, my teammate is low. My teammate needs healing. My teammate needs some immortality. Oh my god, I need to ult because he's gonna die. And what did you do? You just made them waste an ult. You just made them waste an ability, an immortality, anything. That is high value. High value. You always want to do that. So on a lot of maps, there is a lot of good spots for Panther. He has a wall climb. It's on a 3-second cooldown. And you have a double jump, right? That makes him high mobility as well. And there's like spots like this, for example. We're in defense, and they're currently coming up. You can just wait here, right? You can just wait here, and spear dash them, maybe get a kill, dash again, spear, dash out.
Holy shit!
You either got a kill with that, you either baited a cooldown, or you either baited the ult. All of this is perfectly fine, as long as you live and get out. Because if you're alive, you can take space, you can make damage, you can bait out cooldowns, you can do a lot of stuff. There's a lot of cool shit you can do with this character. Like outplay people with your double jump and like go in when they're low. There's one more thing I have to say. It's when Panther is low, he has a damage increase. Deal higher damage when at low health. Now we currently don't have the numbers, how much damage he does, or if it increases based on his health. But what I can say is, it is very practical in a lot of situations, but in my opinion, it's more valuable to just live than just int, take damage and get that higher damage in. That's just not how I play and how I would prefer to play. Because you have a lot of kill opportunity already with your current kit. And if you play for that passive, you are most likely gonna die than actually get value out of your abilities. If you guys have any questions, make sure to write them down in the comments. I'll try to answer them. And other than that, follow my socials. And yeah. Have fun slaying as Panther. And hopefully y'all get some clips. Because that's what we all want, right?